It's interesting because the Rick Renteria hiring, I'm surprised by it only because of the fact that they just didn't do anything else as far as interviewing anyone else. I was told on Saturday that Ventura was not going to accept an offer to come back, that he wanted to step away. I was told Saturday that Renteria would be the new manager. Nothing against Rick. I would just like to have seen a process, an interview process, and you made an argument against it. And that's fine. And I get your point to it.
It's not against it. My argument is not that they shouldn't have done it. It's that I don't know what it would have produced beyond what they already have. I mean, unless you want to hire somebody like Ron Washington or Bud Black, and I don't really see the point of hiring a veteran who's been around for a long time, or I'm not even sure that one of those guys would, because they're going to, those guys are going to get possibilities elsewhere too. So I think they're both interviewing with the Braves. I'm not sure how many veteran managers would want to come to this situation, especially with the uncertainty of what they're going to do. Then
would you be opposed to hiring a first-time manager and maybe going through that interview process? It would. No. You say, what would the end result give you? Maybe a better candidate.
But the thing is, just because he interviews well doesn't mean he's going to be better. But then again, you know how I feel about managers to begin with. I'm not sure it's going to make the difference anyway until they make the roster better.
Right. You feel like a manager has zero impact on a team.
Not zero, just very little.
You do. You think
very little.
Pretty close to
couple
zero.
Couple of games a year.
Pretty close to zero is what you think.
That's pretty close. Couple wins a year.
Right. When you look at the thousands of decisions that managers have to make in baseball. They don't make thousands over a 162-game schedule. You don't think a manager makes thousands of decisions? Really?
How many decisions? You can make 10 a game, right?
Yeah, I was just saying. How many decisions do you think a manager makes? 12 in a year?
But no, it's not that. It's what? No. I mean, what's the impact of each decision, though? People look at managerial decisions as if there's one correct thing, and you do that, and it's all of this toward winning. If you do the wrong thing, then you have hurt your team so much greater, which I completely disagree with. I think that, quite honestly, I think a lot of times you can make the worst possible decision as a manager and it have very little effect on the game.
Oh, I'm sure that's possible. And if we
thousands of decisions, so what? It doesn't really change much of the outcome.
I don't know. I just know that we disagree on a manager's impact on a baseball season, and I know that I'm right and that you're wrong about it.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you.
So, it's just that simple.
So it's clearly Ventura's fault that Jose Abreu sucked for 4 months. Which, by the way,
that's not the case, and that's not a decision a baseball manager makes.
Correct. So then the outcome.
But he can decide if he's still in the lineup or not. He can decide if he plays first base or not.
What, you take him out?
So those are the decisions that impact the team that a manager makes. I mean, this whole idea that a manager has no impact on a baseball team is so ridiculous. It's one of the dumbest things. One of the dumbest things in sports.
It is absolutely not. Dumbest things. It is one of the smartest ideas in sports that people don't embrace.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb to think that a manager has very little impact on a baseball team.
Hang on.
Come on, 162-game schedule with all the decisions made.
It is not a manager's fault that Jose Abreu sucks for 4 months. And don't put him in the lineup. Okay, great. And then replace him with who?
You're changing the words.
I am not. That's what you said.
No, I didn't say fault. I've never once said fault. I never once said fault.
Hold on. You said it is. Yes, you said it's his fault he's in the lineup. That's what you said.
I did not say it's his fault.
Yes, you did. You said you could not play him.
It's his decision that he's in the lineup. You could not play him. That's his decision.
But it's his decision based on
the guy doesn't perform well.
You know that's ridiculous.
But if a guy keeps playing poorly. If he keeps playing poorly, the manager keeps throwing him out there. That's his decision. He's impacting that team.
So then you replace him with whom?
So there's no one else on the White Sox that can play first base this year.
No, if a guy
there was not one person.
Did you see their bench
that you could give that guy a few days off because he's not performing well?
Did you see their bench?
That's all I'm saying. Like when Jason Hayward got sat. I mean, that was Madden's decision.
Because they have options.
It's not like you're replacing with an all-star, though. It's not what I mean, it's not like there's an all-star on the bench waiting for Jason Hayward to sit.
No, but you have legit players that are on the bench.
Give the guy a couple days off. That's a manager decision.
You can play Coughlin. You've got so many different options.
All right, all I'm saying is that managers make decisions that impact the baseball season.
Based on what they have available to them.
I'm not trying to make players up that aren't there, but for you to say they have very little impact is wrong.
Correct. It still stands. What I'm saying still, it is not wrong.
But it's wrong.
It isn't.
But it is.
It isn't.
Okay, but it is, though.
It isn't, because he doesn't make the roster.
We'll just say this, that you're wrong and I'm right. Matt, update time.
Matt's an idiot. Not you, Rodewald.
Well, Matt's an idiot, too.
Abbatacola is just yelling.
He's an idiot for different... No, he's
Matt
an
is
idiot
yelling
for
just to
reasons.
yell.
Yeah.
That's it. He's yelling because he likes to get fired. He's doing Bernstein. He's doing a Bernstein act right now. He said,
I'm actually not, because I'm actually correct, and I have a point to make where like, you don't.
I made a terrific point.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, you said, what are you going to do? You didn't say anything.
So you sound exactly like Dan
and talking
right now.
like an idiot.
You sound exactly like Dan.
5:36 here on The Score. I'm right, he's wrong. It's the Boers and Bernstein show on Sports Radio 670.
Oh, Bernstein's back from his holiday.
No, he's not back. I just disagree with you. I think you're wrong about it.
I think you're wrong.
That's fine. I mean, you want to put all the blame on elsewhere and think that a manager has. Then why is there a manager at all in baseball?
Well, you got to have somebody delegate, but there's only.
No, all you need to do is
let's look at it this way.
You need to pay a guy $500 and you can just write the lineup out.
Let's look at it this way. Brendan McCaffrey is our manager. Okay. Well, Mitch is the GM.
If you want to say that, go ahead.
Mitch is the GM. Brendan is our manager.
I don't acknowledge him as that, but go ahead.
Okay. See, that pretty much gets to the heart of what I'm talking about. Because Brendan, and really Mitch can't either. He can't take the guys that are already here and then make them better. Either you are or you're not.
Okay, so Brendan, but see, I disagree with that though. You can actually, if you're a manager of a radio station, you can actually make your people better.
How? Just let them operate. Let them operate. Yeah.
All right.
Let them operate.
That's what you.
Let them do.
You feel that a program director can't improve someone's abilities running a radio station.
I think that a program director can hire better people.
But you don't think they can
would kind of make him the GM.
So you don't think that they can help someone get better at their job?
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God,
you can't make a guy have a personality.
Idiots.
Did
I say that? Did I say?
Well, did
I say give them a personality?
No, but that's
no, but you can actually help them improve
maybe the biggest. But Matt, that's maybe the biggest part of the job is to have some kind of personality that people are attached to.
I never.
You don't even listen to what.
I never realized you were this dumb.
I didn't realize that you were so stupid to not listen to me.
No.
Yeah, you never listen. You don't really listen. You just kind of have whatever in your head, and then you are you're Bernstein. That's it.
No,
you're just a taller
not at all. It's just
Bernstein with facial hair.
No,
that's it.
Not at all the case. That was one of the dumbest things. You can't give him a personality.
Well, see, Matt,
I didn't say give him a personality, but you can make someone better.
Well, no, but personality is. That's why they call us personalities, because that's the whole root of the word.
Well, but the program director doesn't only just deal with people that are on the air. You can help people improve in their skill sets of the jobs they do to be better at what they do.
Well, really, that's by trial and error, just like a baseball player. Most of what you do, it's true.
Dense.
It is absolutely true. True.
Matt,
it's okay. You don't have to agree with things that are right. I mean,
right.
If you want to be, if you want to be wrong, you can.
Sometimes I don't. But this, you're so wrong on many different things in the last 8 minutes.
No, that's not true.
I'm shocked.
That's
by
true.
It.
I'm so much better than you at being right. I'm like 1,000% at being right.